MiniWarGamer Dave here from MiniWarGaming.com. Welcome, Wargamers, to the Shrine of Chaos. If this is your very first Shrine of Chaos, then I welcome you. If you're wondering why there's a grumbling in the voice, it's because there's competition for who the best Chaos God is right now. And they're all trying to come out all at the same time. Or it could just be, I gotta clear my throat. So today, we're going to be talking about some Emperor's Children. Noise Marines, to be specific. Before we get to that, though, I gotta let you know what you're gonna have a chance of winning. Got 3 of these in total. Matt and I and Justin, we were cleaning out the back warehouse because we're not leasing that space anymore. And so we found a bunch of hidden treasures. This is Tyranid Hive Guard model. There's 3 of these. Going to be giving them away. Matt's not going to miss them. He said he doesn't. He said he has these guys. He doesn't want to add more of these guys, and so for a Tyranid player, this is a good day. I also have a Sky Shield landing pad and a Dremel tool set. To the hobbyists that would like to, or that likes to use these types of things, or that would like to use these types of things in their hobby. For those of us who like to magnetize our miniatures, these things are awesome. Or that like to clean up mold lines, awesome. And this is actually from Matt personally, because this is a tool that he bought years ago. And so this is from him personally. And so he just wanted me to say that, because he doesn't have a use for this anymore. So this is free advertising for Matt. So we're going to give him some advertising space so he can advertise. I'm not sure exactly what, but maybe his new video that he made. Because he made a video where he kind of went a little bit insane at the end. And it's pretty freaking funny. Like, I watched it today, and I started at the 7-minute mark, because apparently that's where the craziness starts. And it was pretty cool. Because typically we know Matt is the guy who isn't the crazy one. There's definitely a crazy one in the office, and we all know who that is. Chris. And so that's why it was funny to see Matt, kind of like, let loose a bit and see those colors fly. That doesn't make any sense. But we're going to talk about this here right now, Emperor's Children. For those of us who don't know much about these guys, let me tell you a little bit about these guys. I'm going to give you a background, okay? This is straight from the Codex, so it cannot be worded better than the creators of these guys. So the origin of the Noise Marines goes back to the days and nights when Fulgrim, which is a really awesome model that I hope to get in the future, and his Emperor's Children first heeded the silky whispers of Slaanesh, just before the outbreak of the Horus heresy. From the warrior cults founded by the Davenite tribesmen, Horus introduced Fulgrim to his chief lieutenants, to the practice of elaborate feasting and drinking, including the use of exotic narcotics and indulgence and other pleasurable diversions. These guys have some serious problems, man. Like, they got to be going to a lot of meetings and taking care of some of those issues, because that is just craziness, man. Entranced by the ecstatic celebrations, the officers of the Emperor's Children took these debased practices back to the rest of their warriors. So they couldn't just keep it to themselves. They had to go share this stuff. And in this way, the cult of Slaanesh took root in the Legion. Ever since then, the Emperor's Children have sought to indulge every excess of depravity they can imagine, pushing the boundaries of their minds as far as they can, as they hone their bodies to the limit of blissful endurance. Because these guys are the overlooked, under the radar, feel no pain guys. Because they apparently like pain. And to me, that is just crazy sauce. It really is. And it's just one example of the rewards granted by the Prince of Pleasure to those who worship him. A Noise Marine's hearing is 1,000 times more sensitive than normal. They can distinguish the subtlest pitch and tone of volume, but are only able to enjoy the most deafening. Such ruckus sensory input electrifies the noise marine's brain, causing extreme emotional stimulation that makes all other sensations seem pale and worthless. The louder and more discordant the noise, the more extreme the emotional reaction provoked. Only the din of battle and screams of the dying can truly stir a noise marine's attention for long. On the battlefield, his mind ceases to function normally and instead becomes a mere receptacle for the sensations ignited by the music of the apocalypse, thrilling to hear the shrieks of the wounded as they dance upon the path of destruction. Now, you know what? That's actually kind of cool. Like, that's... These guys, as sick as they are, they're true chaos. I didn't like Slaanesh before, but the more I read about them, the more I realize that these guys are just misunderstood. They got a lot of good abilities, and they like to be included in armies. I've really come to realize that because I think they have some basic good things that they can add. Oh yeah, and by the way, I'm going to give a shout out to Brush for Hire because those models that you see behind me there, he just finished them. Well, he finished them a while ago. This is just the first time I'm introducing them to the world because they were hidden for so long. I got a bunch of Emperor's Children painted up here. Those are Noise Marines. And then to the right of those, you'll see Chosen with Meltas. And then we have 4 HQ characters right there. Now, I have a special video that I'll be posting later showing off those guys close up in better detail. But for this particular Shrine of Chaos, I want to be focusing on one of them in particular. And that is this guy right here. This is Lucius the Eternal. And so that is the Slaanesh specific HQ character that you can take if you so choose. And by doing so, it unlocks the Troops Choice ability that your Noise Marines would otherwise not have. They are elites otherwise. And that's a good thing because they got some pretty sweet weapons, man. Like cover ignoring sonic blasters with Doom Sirens, which is a template. I think that's a Strength 5 AP3 template. Let's not forget the what's the other one? It's like a Blastmaster, I think is what it's called. And that's just basically that I believe is a salvo weapon. It's a 2-3 salvo, and it's pretty much like, it's kind of like how a missile works, where you have like, you can use it as a blast. It's a Strength 8 AP3 or something like that. I say this because I'm still learning. I've never once fielded these guys ever. Then you can go with the lower amount and you get more shots. Perhaps I'm mistaking this for something else, but I did a little bit of reading beforehand. Sometimes I get mixed up when it's something I've read for the very first time because I see all these juicy numbers and I get excited. Okay, I'm not going to lie. I just get really, really excited. I didn't expect that to not go down. That's embarrassing. How embarrassing is that? I have 30 of these guys behind me there. I want to field them in battle. I want to see how they do. And I want to go around them. This is all part of the Reign of Chaos series. Now, before I had mentioned that after Nurgle I was going to be doing Tzeentch. Well, Tzeentch, being the changer of ways, likes to change his mind a lot. So there's a chance that I may be doing some Slaanesh before I'm implementing some Tzeentch tactics and experimentation. Because the goal here is to figure out which is the best. That's what we all want to know. That's the question that we have in our minds. What is the best Chaos God? And what is the best mark to include on your guys? Units to include in your armies. On a side related note, I've recently purchased the Black Legion Codex Supplement Update iPad only Codex. And it's pretty. Now, this wasn't meant to be a review on that. This was meant to be a focus on the Emperor's Children. But what I'll say about that is, I think it's cool, but I'm disappointed by it, if that makes sense. I'm disappointed that there wasn't more in it, but the fact that it's there is good. And so perhaps I'll make an in-depth review of it later on, a specific video just explaining that. But there's particular scenarios in the book that I'm going to be including as part of the Reign of Chaos series. I want to make some battle reports and using Abaddon, the despoiler, in those battle reports, because there's a few scenarios that they look like they're so much fun. Like, I want to do it tomorrow. But instead, tomorrow, I'm going to be fielding my army against the Tau. Got a Tau player coming. He said that if he shows up at 9 a.m., we're going to have an 1,850 point game. But if he's a little bit late, it's going to have to be 1,500 points. So I hope that he shows up at 9 so that there's more Tau to kill and more fish to fry. That would be a good, happy day in my book. And that's going to be a full army against him. Now the question is, what should I field against him tomorrow? What suggestions do you guys have? In case you're wondering, that was the time you're supposed to be leaving comments. If you're watching the recording afterwards, leave a comment. What should I field tomorrow? But in the live chat right now as we speak, let's see if people have suggestions. Meh, Abaddon, the Armless, is overrated. Oh, you don't think that he's that good, huh? Well, I haven't actually fielded him too much, so I can't say for sure either way. Base Cannon. Nothing, he won't see it coming. So I'll field nothing because he won't see it coming, so he'll lose because I will field nothing. He's going to kill the Tau. Who is going to? Double Defy? Probably lots of shooty against the Tau. That'd be my guess, right? Vichy is sham. Okay, that's not in English. Shred their sanity with the music of Slanesh. Obliterators. Noise Marines. Anything could beat Tau. Atom Bomb. Mauler Fiends all morning long. Must field Demon Prince or two. Pew Pew Pew. Noise Marines. Dubstep Guns. Mutilators. Death to the Tyranids. Allied Slanesh Cavalry. Get in close and maul them. Shooty against Tau? Exterminatus. Dave, everything I say is in English. Lots of artillery. Slanesh Cav. Okay, so there seems to be some common themes here. And I think the reason why Slanesh is being suggested so much is because of the cover ignoring abilities that they have. And we all know how much those Tau like to hide in cover and get their 2+ cover saves or whatever it is that they get. So maybe Slanesh is the option. Maybe the Slanesh army is the army that's going to be fielded. Either way, I'd like to try him out. I think that'd be fun. That'd be a lot of fun. Maybe just drive up in rhinos and blast master the heck out of them. I think that might be a good option. Drakes. Maybe bring some Helldrakes, some more cover ignoring stuff. Basically, I want to make it so cover is useless to him, because I think that would be the best case scenario. That'd be the most fun. But he's got a lot of shooting ability. That's the problem. So whatever ends up happening is going to be fun, and we're going to enjoy our lives because there will be some fried fish, and I like it. I think it's fun. Now, for a little bit here, let's focus on Lucius the Eternal, because this guy, I haven't really focused on him before, but after looking at his profile, he looks like he's pretty fun. Because look at this whip here. Okay, look at this lash, this tentacle. As far as I understand, any model in base contact to him that's in close combat, their attacks are reduced to 1. Now it says any model, so I'm assuming the same thing goes for a challenge. If someone's in a challenge with him, would that be the case? Is it choosy? Is it only infantry models that aren't characters? Or is it any model as it states in the codex? Because if that's the case, this guy sounds like a close combat beast. And because of this, Lash, the amount of attacks that he gets is equal to the weapon skill of the opponent that he's fighting. So that's also kind of cool. Especially if he's fighting some sort of big something with a weapon skill that's really high. Probably not something that's strength 8 or higher, though, because that'll instant kill him, because he's only toughness 4. And I don't believe he's Eternal Warrior. I don't think he is, like, at all. Like, not even close to it. But, yeah. And I think he's got the Shrieking armor, where if someone inflicts a wound on him and he saves it, he gets they attack back. The armor itself attacks back, like a bolter shot at AP2, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that sounds like it's pretty nuts. This is another guy I'd like to field. Maybe I should bring him as part of the army just to see. You know. Now the chances of him getting in battle and not being shot down, it might be pretty low, because it is against the Tau, you know. Yeah. So we'll have to see. I'm going to put him back on the table where he belongs, next to his buddy, Typhus, and Fabius Bile. Yes, I have him as well. Thank you, Brush for Hire, for painting up these miniatures for me. That's all I got to say about that. That's a good one. I'm going to look at his profile here with you guys. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to create this together. Because tomorrow is a very important day. Tomorrow is the day that I fight the Tau. And the next Reign of Chaos battle report that's coming out will be against the Eldar. That one will be posted in... It'll be at least a couple weeks before that's posted because of the schedule. We already have a bunch of stuff scheduled. So after that, 2 videos will be posted. One is a battle report, which is 850 points. And the other one is a specialty kill team, where it's a pie plate challenge kill team. And it was probably the most fun kill team game that I've had. Even more fun than the recent one that I did with Dan. That's in the vault. You gotta wait for that, because it's unlike anything that's ever happened. It was a special pie plate, let me just put it that way, because it wasn't your typical ingredients for a pie plate. Come on, Lucius. Come out, Lucius. Lucius the Eternal. Page 62 in the Codex. Okay. Where's my Herald of Chaos? I'm talking to you, Thavian. Lash of Torment. That's right. The Lash of Torment reduces the attacks of any model in base contact with Lucius by 1. Oh, it reduces it by 1. Not to 1. Now I understand. Okay, I read that wrong. Because in brackets it says to a minimum of 1. So I just skimmed over it and it looked like it reduces it to 1. But reduces it by 1. You know what? That makes more sense, because that'd be way too overpowered if it were the case. In addition, all of Lucius' close combat attacks have the Shred special rule. That's pretty cool. That's I like that. That's important for him. Now he's got a power sword, so that's taken out. It seems as though Noise Marines are a good... Well, it seems like they're good anything killer, but particularly they're good marine killers because they have the weapons that... More so for close combat because they have initiative 5. So, when I field Warp Talents, that's my favorite thing to put on them. It's the Marcus Slanesh. Because with the Marcus Slanesh, you get to attack first, and with the Shred special roll, you're re-rolling your failed 2 wound rolls. And if you know you're fighting Space Marines and you have Veterans of the Long War, which makes you hate Space Marines, then you get to re-roll your... In the first round of combat, you can re-roll those misses too, the 2 hit rolls. So you're just re-rolling like crazy. if you're Warp Talon Slanesh guys with those lightning claws of fury. I've done that a few times, and it's brutal, man. Absolutely crazily brutal. That, in conjunction with those templates that are ignoring cover, the templates which are AP3, which are on Helldrakes, ignoring cover, it really does a job on Marines. But the curiosity that I have is, how would it be if there was an entire army made up of a Slanesh theme? What would it be? How would it go? I'll find out tomorrow, because I think I'm leaning towards that. I'm just about convinced to do it. And they have a decent range. Yes, you're absolutely correct. Their range isn't too bad on their guns, if you're talking about Noise Marines. Feels like this MWG community is getting bigger and smaller. You need to declare or clarify. What does that mean? Vichy-soi. Tell me what that means. I'm curious what you mean by that. That would be ridiculous. So much would die. Yes, a lot would die. It's so much fun. So much. Dice. Come join us, miss. Do it. I second that, miss. Join us. Join us. Tau can easily outrange your salvo shots. Ooh, that's true. Cool. To be fair, Tau can outrange most armies. That is also true. Very loud. We are having an owly good time on there. Also, you get to be trolled by Matt a lot. Noise Marines are good with close combat weapons as well. Do it. Just force them down the Tau's throat. You probably won't be slapped like a boob or another type of organ, because boobs are organs. Bigger. Well, it's only getting bigger. Noise Marines are salvo. Gloom ready. What's... I haven't gotten trolled by Matt yet. Slanesh scares me now. Slanesh is pretty scary, I have to say, because I think Slanesh is one of those underrated armies that you don't see a whole lot, because you see Plague Marines all the time. Like a lot. By far, Nurgle's the most popular, because he's the most cuddly and the most warm and accepting of people's differences. That's why you see him a lot. You don't see Slanesh. He's kind of arrogant. He thinks he's a big deal. And for good reason, because he can kill a lot easily. That's just the way it is. Let's not forget the icon of excess. That gives you feel no pain on your guys. So, not only do you have this cover ignoring weaponry, you feel no pain. So you're good at killing stuff that's trying to hide, and it's hard to kill you. Harder to kill you. Not hard, but harder. That also makes it better anywhere. Close combat. But you have to get in the close combat. That's the thing. That would be very interesting. It would be cool if I pitted up Corn Berserkers against Noise Marines to see which ones would win. Because Berserkers aren't the best in close combat anymore. We all know that. We all know that they got nerfed. Like, real bad. Like, so bad. Disappointingly so. So, if they feel no pain, they might actually outlive the Berserkers. But, who knows, right? I guess it all depends on who attacks first. You had to wait until the customers left. What did you miss? Okay, so this is what we have to do. Next time we see customers come in, we got to grab our Dremel tools and say, I need to wait until this discussion is over first before I can ring your products through, because we're having something important going on here. And the Chaos Herald is telling us to do so. It's not a real knife. This is a practice knife. It's rubber. It is made for practicing. So I will be practicing everything that I need to know in order to become a ranger. That's why this is sitting on my desk. Thank you very much, Mike Grove, for giving this to me. Thank you. Really, I do appreciate it. Drewski, are you here? Are you here? Are you going to help me with this draw thing? You emailed me, you said you're going to give me a hand. Because I don't see that little gift box thing. It's not down there right now. It should be. It should be right there. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about in Twitch itself, there's like a built-in mechanism for doing draws and prizes, and you're supposed to download this plugin, but it's not showing up. It's really not showing. It's supposed to show up right next to the chat here, and I don't see it. So I might have to do it the old-fashioned way, where I just copy and paste the names and throw them into random.org and pick a name. But that would be so much better. You think the knife is more threatening than the drill? Dude, don't you see that invisible attachment? Doesn't that look... I mean, come on, this is a rubber knife. How can this be more threatening? You know what? Knives are scary, man. One of the worst scenes ever in all cinematic history is Saving Private Ryan, where that guy, the German, is killing that one American, and like this knife is slowly going into him, and that is one of the worst. Dying by knife slowly is one of the worst deaths, because it's like you see it coming. You see the death coming. If that skinny guy would have bench pressed a little more, then maybe he would have been strong enough to push the guy off, because, like, you know, the knife was, you saw it coming. And I don't even know how they, you know, I love it when they do that in movies where it doesn't look like it's CG, but you like see it. It's pretty graphic. Sorry. I didn't mean to get into stuff like that. That's not. Yes, that scene is traumatizing. Yeah. And Vin Diesel was in that movie. He played the same character he plays in every movie. Riddick. So that was interesting how he was in there. Off topic. Once again, no good. I want to do a draw right now. Drewski, are you there? I don't see your name. You know what? I'm just going to have to copy the list here. The viewer list. Okay. It's not working as fast as I'd like it to. So, Mystics, if you could do so, could you copy this viewership list for me from your Twitch? Because it might be working on your computer. It's just not working. It just never works. I just wish it did. Can you email me the viewership list so I can do a draw here, please? Do we all want Mist to do this? The Sword of Justice wielder is powerful, and he's able to do many things. Can he do this? If he does, then people will be able to get presents. Oh no, I just did something. Sorry. Okay, here you go. Are you guys still there? Yes, you are. Where is it? Oh, wait, hold on. Oh. No, never mind. That didn't work. It's supposed to be there, but it's not. Dang it. I just wish that I can give out presents right on Twitch. Just right on Twitch. That'd be so much better. Don't you agree? Wouldn't you think? Hug. O-M-O-J. Oh, Hugo. Hugo Maj? Is that your name? Waiting on this email. Is it coming? I'm going to refresh. You know, in the meantime, why don't we do this? Let us do a Chaos Comment Bomb. For those of us who don't know what a Chaos Comment Bomb is, this is what a Chaos Comment Bomb is. I'm going to grab a random YouTube video. So random that it happens to be about Emperor's Children, Chaos Space Marines, and painting one. And it just happened to be related to today's show. And I'm going to copy and paste the link to this YouTube video, and we're going to leave a comment on this video. And the comment that you leave could be something like, the Eye of Terror sees you, or the Warp is looking at you and loving stuff. Or maybe Dave says hi. Dave is your brother. You can say that in this case because it happens to be War Boss Tay. That's who we're going to Chaos Comment Bomb today. You guys excited for this? Here we go. Link posted in the video chat. It's also going to be posted in the video description afterwards if you're watching the recording of this live show, so you can participate in the Chaos Comment Bomb, because it's fun when we give people some sort of concentrated attention and it makes them explode. That's one of my favorite types of gifts, is for phones to explode in showers. That would be really awesome. Is it happening? No, nothing yet. No list. What's the model count at? How many are we at? What are we doing right now? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give away all 3 of these to the same person. Because what good is just one of them? You're going to have 3. Is this like a retinue? That's what this is, right? Am I looking at that right now? I don't know much about bugs. I just know that I like to squish bugs. And that it's actually hard for Chaos to squish bugs effectively. In all the years that I've battled Matt, it's been difficult beating Tyranids. Especially since the Tyranid update. It's difficult. It's hard. It's hard to do so. No email yet. Mystics! Are we doing it? Let's do it, man. Let's just do this up. Let's get her. Are we still doing this? Okay, you guys are gonna have to excuse me for a second because I got the Nurgle bug. Yes. That's better. Mystics, are you there? You're there. Oh, okay. It looks like Twitch is being stupid right now. So, how are we gonna do this, man? How do we do? Oh, hold on. I got an idea. Maybe I can do this. Maybe I can do this. I got an idea, okay? Haven't given up on it yet. Have not given up on it yet. It's coming. It's already added to Chrome. So... what page is that? Title broadcast page. Dashboard. Oh, maybe that's what I gotta open up. Okay, I can open up the dashboard screen here. And... ah, there it is. There it is. Yes. Success. Okay, I got it now. I have the little gift button. So, this is what I'm gonna do. And the good thing about this is that every single person in the chat is, or on the show here, if you're logged in and you're typing here, you have a chance of winning some stuff. And it's so much faster than grabbing stuff from random.org. Okay, so the winner of these 3 Hive Guard, are you ready for it, is going to be Tiberian 3775. These are yours right now. Tiberian 3775. So, this is something that we're going to have to get Miss to do. Okay? You're going to have to give your shipping mailing address to him. And, you know, he's the Sword of Justice wielder. He's going to figure it out with you. He's good at that stuff. But you have to respond to him. If you don't, then we're just going to have to give it. So, I see your name in there. All good. Sky Shield landing pad. Who's ready for it? Who wants one of these things? Do people care about this? If you don't, then I'm not going to give it away. I'm only going to give out stuff that people care about. Okay, I'll take that as yes. I'm going to roll the dice again. Eternal Dwarf is the winner for this one. Man, this is so much better. I'm going to use this every single time when making draws and stuff. So much better. Eternal Dwarf. This is yours. Sky Shield landing pad is coming your way. Now for the Dremel tool. Let me show you exactly what this comes with, okay? You get these two things right here. You get the attachments to all this stuff. Get the charger for it because it is battery. It's cordless. And you get this, which is, I don't know what it does, but it comes with it and you're going to get it, whether you like it or whether you love it. It's coming your way. They kind of do look like phasers. That's what I thought too. And it's not broken. That was just a very dramatic sound. This thing is a drama queen like crazy. I'm going to roll the dice again. Night Blooms with a Z or a Z at the end. Night Blooms. You are the winner of the Dremel tool. Are you a happy camper? Is the Dremel tool a good thing for you? Would you like to continue to subscribe to this idea of the Dremel tool being yours? Because if you don't want it, then, you know, just say so. And then I can re-gift it. Kind of like one of those things where, you know, like a wedding gift and you get it and you get like 3 of the same dishes. So you just save the other 2 and you re-gift them. Kind of like that. Gotta re-gift this? You want me to re-gift? I'm totally kidding, dude. Yeah, it's yours. I see your comment and your response. It's all good. I got a hot glue gun here. I bought this when I was doing a bunch of terrain projects. And apparently, well, I bought it because I couldn't find the other one. And then I found the other one. And so this is the one that never got opened. For those of us that do terrain projects and that use hot glue guns, or that would like to use hot glue guns because we have terrain projects that we're going to do, this could be yours. Now, I got to get a consensus here, okay? Who would like this? Because I'm going to throw it out there, and if the universe spits it at somebody and they catch it, then I know that it was meant to be given away today, because it just happened to be with the rest of the stuff here. So my wife could use it since I sold hers. I'll take that as I'm going to do this another roll of the dice again. Death Moans. This is for you. You have won this. Death Moans. It says here that you're not following MiniWarGaming. I guess that means like on Twitch. But that's okay. You know, not everyone has to follow MiniWarGaming to be a true fan. Maybe you didn't know. We can't judge every single situation just by looking at it and seeing the output, the outcome, the final result. That would be being very judgmental. And that's not the Nurgle way of going, man. Not even close. Death Moans, do you like this? Yay? Okay, you just said yay. I saw that, so it's all good. Man, I get into this giving mode, and I just don't want to stop. Like, is there any more stuff here that I can... You know what? I do have something. One more thing that I could possibly give away today. It is a will model that Lester Bursley, Awesome Paint Job, sent to me. And, I mean, who likes Awesome Paint Job here? Everyone who likes Awesome Paint Job, say aye. Aye. So, who wants a chance of winning his will model? Anybody? Okay, I see the stuff here. Keep going. Ooh, okay, got it. I got it. I'm gonna get it off the shelf. I got it. This one here, this is just a little one, okay? Just a little package. It's gonna come your way. It's a single mini. It's going to come your way. Whoever wants it. Whoever wants it. It's whoever wins it. You can want it all you want, but it's not going to come to you unless you win it. I'm going to roll the dice again. Hugo Moj. Hey, I said your name earlier on in the show, and there's a reason why I said it. It's because I knew that you were going to win this wheel model, and you just can't show off when you know stuff, because then it makes it look like you think you're a big deal. And so that's why I was being humble about the fact that I knew that you were going to win it. And that's all I got to say about that story. It's a good story, don't you think? Do you like the story? I like it. I think it's a good story. See this model right here? Nope, not going to show you. I'm going to surprise you with that model later on. It needs to be a surprise. If I showed you right now, it would just totally ruin it. It wouldn't be good. It's going to have so much more of a potent effect when I show it to you later. That's the only way it's going to happen. Look at this rubber knife once again. Groove and Grove, I am so thankful that you gave this to me because I just like holding knives. Cold steel. Training knife, always wear eye protection. You tell me now after I've swung it around for 10 minutes. Man, I could have poked my eye out with this rubber knife. Is it rubber or plastic? There's a big difference. The safety percentage, it's probably got to be a difference of at least 10%. It's just so much fun to hold this thing because I know it's not dangerous. I can kind of scratch my neck with this and nothing will happen. Nothing at all. I want to give more stuff away. I get into these modes where I just want to be giving away stuff. I see some models over there. Should I give them away? Should I? Or should I keep them for myself? I wonder, Dave. What should I do? Okay. I'll tell you what. I have here 4 Chaos Bikers, and they need a home. They are orphans. So I think that they need to be sent through the warp as well. And this is a very, very good chance for that to happen. So I'm going to roll the dice again. Boop. And guess what, Mr. Classicor, who follows MiniWarGaming on Twitch, that has a thumbnail picture of a green lightsaber next to his face? You are the winner of these. That's what you get for being so awesome. 4 Chaos Bikers. I'm going to look through the comments, and if Classicor says anything to the affirmative or the positive that he likes the fact that he's receiving these, then I'm going to continue with that train of thought that these are on his way to him. But if he doesn't want them because he's against chaos for some reason and he snuck into the shrine of chaos, then I'm going to have to re-gift them. Like those wedding dishes. Classicor, are you there? I don't see your name anywhere. Classicor is the winner. Come on, Classicor. I see a bunch in... Okay, yeah, that's good. I see your name now. It's a good indication of... Yes. Okay. Next thing, Dave is going to be asked to give away Deffy. Okay, Sketh, you know what? Saying stuff like that, it's just going to make me pick up this knife again, and it's going to be making me say words that I won't mean, because this is where the upset level is starting to rise a bit, and that's where we have to really be careful with ourselves, because the measure of a man isn't when he's at his best. It's when he's at his worst. That's when you know how much character he has. Because anyone can be a nice person if everything's going nice and smooth and rosy. But if everything's going really, really bad in their lives and they are tested and they're like, okay, now you got to demonstrate some character here right now. All right? Boom, go. It's not going to happen the same way it would. And that's why we have rubber knives. That's the explanation. You can accept it if you want, or you can deny it. Either way, it's truth. That's a good thing about truth, right? It's like a block of ice hitting you in the head. It's like you're going to eventually be thirsty, and it'll eventually make you quench your thirst. I don't know where this is going. You guys want me to give away more stuff. I know it. I can feel it. I can sense it. Okay, fine. One last one. Sitting in my desk right now. And I bet you like $1 million, like not even $1 million, but like $1 million, that you're not going to guess what I'm about to give away. This is a secret model. A secret model. My plan this year was to go to Adepticon. I'm not going to go to Adepticon anymore this year. And the reason why is because my goddess of Slanesh is giving birth to another Nurgling. And this is happening really close to Adepticon time. So I am choosing to be Papa Nurgle and to stay home with my family. That's why no Adepticon for me this year. And that's why no MiniWarGaming period at Adepticon this year. Didn't mean to hit the mic there. You didn't do anything to me. Why do I do things to you first? To antagonize you. I apologize. That won't ever happen again on purpose. Didn't actually happen on purpose this time, but I'm just apologizing for a time in the future when it does happen on purpose, because it probably will happen, because I will rubber knife a lot. Let me just give you the model that I'm about to give you, okay? I had this model specifically made for Adepticon, and you're going to be seeing it in the future, and I kept this hidden. I kept it a secret because I wanted to release it at Adepticon and make it for sale after that. I had especially get your words straight here, Dave. See, I knew I was going to be holding that. I didn't even realize I was picking this up. Don't you love that about this type of behavior? It just happens. Okay. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a one-of-a-kind MiniWarGaming model. It's not part of any gaming system. It's not part of any lore, so to speak. It's a unique model made by Steve Saunders, who's done work for Reaper and Privateer Press. Recommended to me by Chung, my brother, that I go to him to get some miniatures sculpted and made. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a MiniWarg aiming. That's right. It's Warg aiming a rifle. He's a MiniWarGaming. If you say it really fast, that's what it sounds like. It's not the same thing as what we are. It's something different, but it sounds the same. Is it a play on words? Yes, it is. This was actually Epic Duck Mike's idea. And he had this idea like 5 years ago, but it just never came to fruition. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to have this made because I want it made because it's really awesome. Who wants to win this? Are people interested in this? You can't see the details right now. Now, I have a request. The person that wins this, what I want you to do is paint it up and show me, email me what you've done with this, because this is a one-of-a-kind model. You're going to have there's 10 here on my desk that I had made. These are like masters. So you're going to have one of 10 that exist right now, currently. I haven't produced these yet. They're not even for sale yet. So are you ready? Are you ready for that responsibility? All you got to do is paint it up and show me. Okay, show me that you painted it. I don't even care who you sent. I just personally want to see it. I want to see the color on it. Whatever color scheme you choose. Is that a pretty agreeable, covenant? All right? What's a covenant, Dave? A covenant's a two-way promise. I promise you something. You promise me something. It's a covenant that we're going to make right now. I send this to you. You paint it. Is that a good deal? Okay? That's the deal. Whoever wins this and is unwilling to accept that deal, they can't accept the model. Okay? And we are all witnesses this day in the Shrine of Chaos that this has happened. So, a lot of expectation and responsibility here. No, not really. I'm telling a wargamer that they have to paint a model. That's like telling a doctor that they have to prescribe medicine that day. It's really not a stretch. So, all right. Here we go. Roll the dice. Zebrak. Who is Zebrak? Zebraqq. Zebrak. Who is that? Are you here? Are you part of this Shrine of Chaos today? Because if you are, then you just won this. And are you ready? Are you ready to accept this challenge? I really want to see this model painted. I at the beginning of this show, had no idea that I was going to do this today. But it's funny how chaos works. It just flows. Question is, does it flow in your direction? Because if it does, then... come on, where are you? Zebrak, are you there? I want to make sure you are there before I let go of this. It's kind of like playing chess and letting go of the piece. Are you there? I'm not seeing you respond. Now, I know there's like a good 10-second delay in what I'm saying, but I've been talking about you winning this thing for a good 30 seconds now. So maybe you ran away because there's just too much goodness. Oh, okay. So you guys are seeing it. You're telling me that he's here. That's a good thing, because if he wasn't here, then... okay, yeah, you already told me that you're there. It's because your name is that color, dude. Calling you a dude, I don't know if you're a guy or a girl, but I'm calling you a dude anyway. He's got to scratch his back a little bit before I send him off to you, because, you know, he's kind of sad to be... he's leaving the pack. Do wargs travel in packs? Answer that if you know the answer to it. If you don't know the answer, make one up. Lie to me. There you go. Congratulations. I will accept one call. One and only call today. Okay? Q&A. You ready? Let's do this thing. Let's do the... Hey, how come... there you go. Hey, how come... what? Where'd you... there you go. Okay. One call for the Shrine of Chaos today. Just one. Just know that you might be greeted with a knife that is rubber. All right, here we go. Very good. Let me see. Let's see. Do you recognize the number? Welcome to the Shrine of Chaos. Do you collect Tau?
Do I what?
Do you collect Tau?
No, I do not collect Tau.
Oh, then you may enter the Shrine of Chaos. What is your name, good sir?
This is Sketh.
Sketh! Oh, God!
Yes, of course.
Yes. And how are you doing, brother?
Doing great. I finally got my 2 hill drakes.
Dude, I like... you know what? It's so good to sing when you talk. You just said, doing... that's what you said, man. I heard it. I'm the witness. I sing talk all the time. And having 2 Helldrakes, that's amazing sauce.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm going to get. I'm not going to... you know what? I'm going to give away a little secret. Because you called in today, and because you told me that, the fact that you're getting 2 Helldrakes, I'm getting 3 more.
Oh.
I'm going to add them to my army.
Overkill, but awesome.
Is it overkill, really? Is it overkill to have 6 Helldrakes?
A little bit.
I'm going to have 6 Helldrakes and 4 Demon Princes with Wings being fielded in an over 2,000 point game against something, and it's going to be awesomeness.
Well, then at least that's not overkill. That's fine.
Yeah, because it's good enough points, right? But what I am going to do is like go minimum on the troop choices, so you know that cultists are going to be hiding away in some sort of piece of terrain somewhere, because I want to see those turkeys like frying stuff.
Okay.
Is that why you got the Helldrakes?
I got them just because I wanted to get something a bit more than just Chaos Marines.
Do you drive a truck?
No.
No, because you're not an orc, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, that's right.
Collect them though, so.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's fine. I thought you collect chaos, dude.
I do. I collect a bunch of stuff except for Tau.
Well, then that's why you're in the Shrine of Chaos talking to me right now.
Exactly.
Exactly. Yes. Hey, can you do me a favor, brother?
Hmm?
Can you sing talk?
Can I sing talk?
Yeah.
I can definitely try. Depends. What do you want to talk about?
This is kind of sing talking. You know, if we actually like extrapolate our voices and put them into some sort of tonal software, there was probably some good like B's and D's that you hit there.
Okay.
That's definitely sing talking.
Of course.
Do you have a chaotic clown like question for me?
Not really. We just just wanted to call, but actually, no, wait. Yeah, I do actually have a question.
Okay.
So, with the new kit from GW coming out, the big mech thing.
Yep.
Okay, you're familiar. Good.
The thing that looks like it's from War Machine. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Me and my friends said the exact same thing when we were talking about it. But my question to you is, from the rumors that I have heard about it, they're not releasing it for Chaos until potentially Forge World gets a hold of it. What's your opinion on that?
My opinion is that Forge World is kind of like where you go. Let's say there's a whole factory pumping out miniatures. Forge World would be part of the factory that makes things better.
Yeah, I agree.
So if it comes down to that, then I'm willing to wait. The wait will be good. So I think that waiting for it sucks, but it'll be worth the wait because it'll be a better model overall.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
The shots I've seen of the actual plastic from the White Dwarf thing, it's got a lot of potential for Chaos.
Yes.
Like,
absolutely. That's what I thought too. Somebody made that suggestion to me when they sent it to me. Like, actually, it was Clayton when we were working on the book the other night. This past week, he sent me a link to it. He was like, "Hey, dude, check this out. Have you seen this? You should totally chaosify this." And so I saw it. I'm like, man, looks like War Machine model. Looks like a War. It looks like an equivalent to like just even the shape of the head and everything. It looked like one of their models, right?
yeah, just straight out of like Kador or something.
Yeah, or Signar, and I think it's because of the picture that I saw. It had a blue color scheme.
Yeah, that is one of them. Yeah, now that you mention it, yeah, that does look like Kador. I mean, sorry, I don't play enough War Machine to know the factions off the top of my head.
That's all good, man. I don't either, but I just like say stuff. I don't actually play anything. I'm just an actor, man. But
You play Chaos very nicely.
that's the research of a good actor is to make them convince people that they're doing something. Yeah. And one day I will win the award for best actor for doing all this stuff.
I got one last question.
Okay, what? Yeah, what's the question?
So you were talking about one of your friends told you to see this while you were working on the book. I'm assuming that's the Trolls book you guys are making?
That is correct, yes.
Oh, how's that going?
It's going so good. It's almost done. It is so close to being done. Clayton, he's literally drawing the last picture. He's over half done the last image in the book. And so we are so close to being done. And I got a few more pages to catch up to him for the coloring work, but we're close, man. We're close to being done the book. And so for the estimated delivery date of the book, it'll be good. It'll be good within there. Unless some sort of unforeseen catastrophe just drops itself on us like a bomb.
That would be bad.
If there's like a power outage on the eastern seaboard again, but it lasts like a month, maybe that might, delay. But, typically with...
Yeah, you guys are on there, aren't you?
Yeah, a little bit. We're kind of close to it. And we're close to water, too. So that means that in zombie apocalypse, we could always just swim away because zombies can't swim.
That's a good strategy, yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad, Yeah. And even in the wintertime, too, because, being up here in the north, and when you're half Viking, half human, half Chinese.
It's an interesting combination.
Yeah, it's a little bit.
German, so.
Do 3 halves equal a whole?
Yeah. That works out.
It does? It's not 1.5? Okay, well, I guess you're right. I trust you because you collect more than Chaos. You collect orcs as well, and you collect everything but Tau, so I trust your opinion.
And Dark Eldar, and a few others that are just kind of a little bit weird.
So you really do like Slanesh, then?
Yeah.
You must. You collect Dark Eldar. You like Slanesh.
Oh, no. I don't collect Dark Eldar.
Oh, I thought you said you do. I don't know how I heard the opposite.
I collect normal Eldar.
You collect normal, so they're abnormal? Dark Eldar, they're abnormal? Dude, that was a
Maybe
good.
they're like,
I love
I
that
have
noise you
run
just made, man.
Eldar.
That was pretty sweet. You know, I'm gonna imitate it. You just went wah, wah. That was an awesome noise. I want to hear like a soundbite of that. That'd be pretty cool.
I didn't even intend to say something like that. That's weird.
Okay, Scath, tell me if you can feel this.
It tickles.
It tickles? Okay, all right. Good. It's funny because you're probably watching the screen, right? On mute, so you don't even know what I did yet.
I actually have it paused, so I don't even know what's going on.
Oh, I see. There's some sort of psychic thing happening right now, right? So you kind of feel it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
A little itch, you know.
It's a little itch. I got the itch out, man. Like, I cut it out, literally.
No, that's okay. The nerdle stuff, you know, feel no pain and all that. Me.
Yeah. And also, apparently, Noise Marines, Icon of Excess, feel no pain.
That's true, yeah. Funny enough that you do a Slanesh show right as a week from now a week before I was thinking of getting Noise Marines. So there's just like, yeah, it's working right there. I should actually get some.
I think so. Yeah, absolutely. You know, Slanesh works in chaotic ways. It's pretty nuts sauce. All right, brother. You're always welcome back in the Shrine of Chaos.
Yep, I'm glad I am.
And maybe next time you bring some chicken wings, huh?
I said, no, what?
Oh, yeah. I know. You heard it subconsciously, so that's fine.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I completely agree, and good point.
Yeah. I agree with the good pointness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you have a brother?
Hi, zombie. Sorry.
Oh.
It was probably random right there.
Yeah, a little bit. Only right there, though? Not the whole conversation?
Nah, whole conversation's random.
Dude, I love your sing talking. You're like, ah! Dude, I love it, man. I feel like Steve Harvey.
You're welcome.
Kind of like mocking you a little bit. Like Steve Harvey, how he does that in Family Feud. That's like the funniest crap ever. That's fine, man. As long as you're okay with it.
I'm okay with it, yeah.
Thanks very much, brother.
I probably kept you long enough. I think, wait, you said only one caller, or are you going to do another one?
No, you're the one and only today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Kind of. I mean, no one else did anything, so, yeah.
Yeah, it's all good. Okay, see you later, man.
All right, and good luck on your whole Ranger thing.
Okay, Scath. Sorry you didn't win anything today, but that's okay. You got through. You beat Thavian. You beat Thavian speed dial. That's how fast you were today in the Shrine of Chaos. And what I will say to you all is thank you very much for joining us today in the Shrine of Chaos. As you can see, it's just a discussion show. It's a talk show with only one person. And maybe a caller. And maybe voices in the warp. And some models. That's an unwarranted phone call that is not going to be answered because the warpway is closing. No, webway, not warpway. There's no such thing as a warpway. That's from a different universe. You know what? That's probably not that at all. It's probably a caller or someone calling in for a different reason. Trying to buy a product that we don't sell anymore because the store's closed. I was going to say sad face, but it actually enabled us to do things a bit better. It's actually hard for me to say goodbye. It always is. Goodbyes are so bad. Didn't exactly work as a silencer because the noise is coming out of the back, but that's fine. I think we can all forgive that. See you next time in the Shrine of Chaos. And remember that chicken wings are so good, man. You just have to do it. You just got to.